I hope these 3 days have shown that insecurity or confusion are not necessarily always bad. They keep us alive and prevent things from becoming routine. I've had a lot of people thanking me in the last days, but the real thanks has to go to the board of our organization here in the Czech Republic. There are 2 people on that board who would say, if asked, that structural integration saved their lives. This is possibly why we are a small but totally dedicated and committed organization. Sometimes life dictates what you do, or as John Lennon once said, life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Last night at our party, I felt something new was born. Maybe for the first time in 25 years of practice, I really felt that we are one family who all work in the tradition of Ida Rolf. Sometimes family members disagree and argue. There's always an uncle or an aunt that are hard to get along with, but they're still family. Only time will tell if this dialogue that started in these last 3 days across the boundaries that countries and different languages dictate, and the lines that the schools have felt the necessity to draw in order to mark their territory. Only time will tell in which direction this will take us. Like in our work where we look for balance, nature and life seem to have a sense of balance. Sometimes within a big family, when something new is born, often something else leaves. Nearly exactly on the other side of the world, 12 hours in time behind Central European time. On the Hawaiian island of Kauai, one of Dr. Rolf's very first students is gravely ill. He was not only my teacher, but also the teacher of all 3 of these wonderful teachers that you were able to enjoy during this weekend. He has, through the video demonstrations of the Basic 10 series, which we use in our basic training, also inspired our practitioners here in the Czech Republic. Robert Schleip said last night that he thinks of him, to use a Star Wars analogy, as our Yoda. Emmett Hutchins taught at least one basic training every single year since becoming a teacher at the Guild of Structural Integration. How many advanced seniors teachers can put that kind of feather in their hat? It is probably not a matter of months before he will leave us, but a matter of weeks, if not days. In our little subfamily of schools that are affiliated with the Guild for Structural Integration, it is Neil that we now soon be our most senior practitioner. And that's why I would like to pass the word on to you now.
I think what's most important among all of us is to stay in touch. And that differences we may have, may they not be as strong as the love we have for ourselves and the work. I think one of the things I've learned over this long period of time is that I have to hold gratitude in one hand and suffering in the other. I think it's just part of life that we have these 2 elements of living to hold on to. Emmett's passing is part of the suffering. Emmett's work and dedication is part of the gratitude. The most important aspect of any of this work, as I said, is to stay in touch, to have open communication, and continue the work. That's all I really have to say. Just thank you for being my teachers, and I just, great deal of gratitude, and just keep the work going.
Well, I do want to say thank you to you all for being here and carrying on what we can give you. It was given to us, and hopefully we've added to it and helped things move along. We're all leaving one day, and hopefully this will carry on and on through time. because it's so wonderful.
Let me first speak as a representative of the European Roughing Association faculty and of the Rough Institute in Boulder, Colorado, where I'm also a faculty member. And I hope I speak for the rest of these two faculties. This is a great start, and we are ecstatic, we are almost humbled by this very cooperative, very productive, very heartwarming opening that you have provided Alice and your team. So it seems to be the right time for the different schools to look at what unites us and what we have in common. I'm so glad for you on a personal level that you brought me together with Neil, because the last time we taught together, that was before the split.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, I hope I'm also speaking for Frost and many other faculty members of the European Roughing Association. We hope to continue that spirit. And in one way, I want to invite you all to the meeting, the 25-year meeting in Munich, which is a 25-year celebration, and it's done in the same open way, to look at what unites us and what can we learn from each other. So this is now the roughing hat, and with my robot hat, I'm just happy to be in my tribe again.
Welcome back. Well, we had an idea to actually send Emmett a 20-second, 30-second video message from here. If we're lucky, we'll get to him when he's still conscious.
Thank you, Emmett.
Thank you, Emmett, and safe travels.
Thank you, Emmett.
Thank you, Emmett.